Hello great people. In this video, I'll be taking you through the scenes of political corruption in Nigeria, and I'll be using a video. I'll be playing you a video very soon to bring you up to speed, to give you like a live imagery of behind the scenes of political corruption in Nigeria. Now, this video is not for everybody, but if you belong to these categories of person that I want to list, then this video is for you. Have you ever wondered why your community is so underdeveloped? Then this video is for you. Have you ever wondered why government would award contract and that contract is not being executed? Then this video is for you. Have you ever wondered why you go to public infrastructures, schools, hospitals, and there are no amenities in there, and the equipment there are not up to date? Then this video is for you. Have you ever wondered why you have to spend hours in traffic only for you to get to the front and see that the traffic was just caused by a portion of the road that is very bad and terrible? If you have ever found yourself in that situation, then this video is for you. Have you ever wondered how politicians tend to live large, and you've been wondering what are their sources of income? How are they able to make such amount of money in such a way that a poor politician, after a few years in office, will suddenly become a multi-millionaire? If you have ever been in such a situation that you've been wondering that, then I have one of the answers for you, and surely this video is for you. Have you ever wondered where politicians get those money that they usually say that, oh, so politicians are stealing 80 million, 100 million? Then this video is for you. Have you ever wondered how politicians steal in such a way that you cannot easily probe them? Then this video is for you. If you find yourself in these categories that I've listed, don't miss this video to the end. But then let me attach the video that I want to play for you. It's like a drama. Let's watch it. Then we come back for some brief detailed analysis of some of the things that I've just listed. Let's watch the video. Let's watch it.
I am proud to announce to you the first artificial intelligence road that will be completed in less than 1 year. The government is setting aside 10 billion for the completion of this project. Thank you.
Thank you.
There you have it. The video is a real life example of how funds meant for public projects are being embezzled by politicians in Nigeria. You can see that the fund was appropriated and the fund was eventually released to the contractor, but each major politician already have their own cut. First, have you wondered why the road that you will fix as a private company, that you fix for, let's say, 200 million naira, if government want to award that road, they would award it for 2 billion naira. Look at the difference, 200 million to 2 billion naira. Have you been wondering that why government projects are usually overly expensive? You have the answer right there. By the way, that video wasn't shot in Nigeria from the look of things. The video was shot in an African country, maybe I guess maybe country like Zimbabwe. But then what is shown in that video is a true reflection of what we largely have in Nigeria. Don't mistake me. There are some good politicians There are politicians that truly want to serve the people. There are some few politicians that are really after the welfare of the people. But the truth is that we know that most of them are there for personal gain. So when contracts are being inflated and everybody is taking his own cut, everybody is taking his own cut, you know, the legislature, the House committee, Senate committee, you know, the presidency, the governor, and this thing is happening across board, both at the federal, at the state, and at the local government level. That is why you see that at the end of the day, despite the huge amount that has been budgeted, the contractor will just do what? Will just implement a very bad project. Why? Because the money has been shared like cake amongst the politician, and the contractor has no choice because they will threaten him. Of course, they are in control of the state security agencies, the judiciary, and everything. So the contractor has no choice than to comply. So that's why we keep having inflated contract with poor jobs. Another thing is that you see that this kind of thing that happened in that video, what politicians usually use is non-qualified companies. You see, Nigerians need to be interested in governance, because you cannot be under somebody that is taking action that affects you every day, but you are not interested in what the people are doing. That is not right. You see, for instance, how they use non-qualified companies. I'll give you an example of Ogoni, and you can fact check me, because I did a scientific research on the environmental degradation in Ogoni. Now, the Ogoni cleanup in Ogoni land, the contract for the cleanup were awarded to companies that have nothing to do with remediation, companies that have never done anything remediation in their life, companies that are newly created. The companies that the contracts were awarded to, some of those companies were registered for palm oil production, not crude oil, palm oil production. Some of those companies were registered for car sales. Some of those companies were registered for food transportation. Those companies were awarded cleanup contract. You know that cleanup contract is a contract that you need expertise, you need skills. The company was awarded, those companies were awarded cleanup contract. Why? Is it that the politicians fail to do the scrutiny? No, they know the companies, and well, largely it is their companies. That's why they will just go ahead and just approve it, and everybody has his own share. So at the end of the day, you see that the Ogoni cleanup ended up being flawed. You've not heard much about it, and not much progress has been made. Because why? A lot of money has been budgeted, but of course, you can always trust your politicians that most of that money have ended up in their pocket. Now, we need to imagine that, what do these politicians use this money for? At the end of the day, they use it to buy house, they use it to buy car, they use it to live large, they use it to fornicate, they use it to kind of like go on expensive holidays with some of these, you know, young girls, thereby destroying their lives, exposing them to monumental wealth. But the truth is, why would Nigerian politicians will not have fear of God? Because people are dying on the road that you fail to fix. People are dying, and destinies are being trashed based on the school that you failed to fix. Yet, you are riding on the discomfort of people to live. And that's why I want to see how Judgment Day will be. I want to see how God want to do the judgment of Nigerian politicians. Because at the end of the day, they take all this money, vanity upon vanity. Life is vanity. I'm telling you, life is vanity. The day I saw the grave of late President Yaradua, cold shiver down to my spine, because I thought that this man was once the most powerful man in Nigeria. But look at his grave, you know, undecorated. So vanity upon vanity, all is vanity. Where is Abacha today with all the loot? Where is Abiola Jimobi? Where is, you know, a lot of Nigerian politicians? Where is Abba Kyari? A lot of them, you know, that have died, but you will not take the wealth along with you. Now, how do we stop this thing? In this administration, it is not really encouraging to protest, because they will, before you know it, they can charge you with treason. But we can make a prayer, and a very valid prayer, that any public official that has failed to do the right thing, if they award contract and fail to do it, like the one we just saw in that video, God should help us push their son to, something should just push their son or daughter or family to go to that road and die on that road. You see, when the son of president, governors, ministers, commissioners, special advisors, senators, honorables, when they are affected by what you and I go through daily, trust me, they will fix it. But I hope that this video, when I saw it, I'm like, this is a very interesting video that brings to bear the reality of what we have in Nigeria, the reality of how our politicians behave. And I thought it would be nice to share it with you, so that you are not politically inclined, or you that you have nothing to do with politics or political science, will know how some of this money that are being awarded are not being judiciously used, especially when you eventually don't see the project that the funds are awarded for. It's been an interesting time, as always, with you on this episode of Politing with Dr. Omosoladeji. Dr. Deji is your show plug, your reliable political scientist with a PhD in political science that brings you all the detailed analysis of politics and happenings in the polity. Till I see you again very soon, because I have lots of interesting videos for you and lots of, well, great analysis as well. Till I see you very soon. I love you all sincerely.